What's up, Comic Book Nation? Chris Killian here with your recap to the rescue, breaking down everything you might have missed in The Walking Dead episode 906, Who Are You Now?, as the post-Rick Grimes era has introduced some new faces and changed the ones we know. It's been a week for the audience since Rick blew the bridge and flew away with Jadis, but for The Walking Dead survivors, it's been 6 years. The communities are thriving, windmill and all. This time jump is more consistent with that of The Walking Dead comics, as the first issue to follow the Negan War was many years after the war, and all the stuff with Rick, the bridge, and the first 5 episodes never happened on the pages. Michonne and her awesome new look are very much in charge of Alexandria, and she's skeptical of not so little Judith's newcomers, who are comic book characters brought to life: Magna, Yumiko, Connie, Kelly, and Luke. Each were introduced in issue number 127 and never played a huge role, but did have an encounter with Negan in which he tries to get out of jail. It might happen considering Negan is locked away in prison, and we're getting a version of his scenes with Carl but with Judith instead, who somewhat resembles young Carl from the comics. Judith is played by Kaylee Presley, who you might have seen if you watched Star Wars The Force Awakens, where she played young Rey. Long story short, with Judith's new friends, a Rick Grimes action figure, and hope inspired by her baby, yes, her Michonne baby boy, convinces Michonne to allow Magna's group to stay at the hilltop. Meanwhile, Carol and Ezekiel are now married. Scary note.
But the fair's right around the corner.
The fair is what leads to Ezekiel's death in the comics at the hands of the Whisperers, who arrived in this episode, but more on them in a minute. Brighter note, Henry is all grown up. If the actor looks familiar, that's because young Henry was played by Maxon Lentz. This Henry is played by Matthew Lentz, and both Matthew and Maxon are brothers to Sophia actress Madison Lentz, who is now 19 years old. After the Saviors mess with Legolas cosplay Carol, she decides to pull a page from season 6's book and light them all on fire. No more Saviors. Elsewhere, Eugene and Rosita are on a mission, and even though she totally has a thing with Father Gabriel, what? Eugene has been working up what he calls the
testicular gravitas
to confess his love, but he has recently taken a tumble and the Whisperers are chasing them. These zombie flesh-wearing freaks from the comics, led by Alpha, who will be played by Samantha Morton, and Beta, who is being played by Ryan Hurst, are officially here, and the group has no idea, but don't expect to meet their leaders in 2018's episodes. What Easter eggs and references did you catch in The Walking Dead episode 906? Leave them in the comments section, hit me up on Twitter at Chris Killian, and be sure to follow our Comic Book Now Facebook page and Comicbook.com YouTube channel for more awesome updates just like this one.